The recent outbreak of school violence is a major concern, so says Associate Counseling Psychologist Dawn Petgrave. She has said that because children cannot articulate their feelings, they act it out. When asked if the pandemic is a cause, she had this to say.
I don't think it's because of the pandemic. I think the pandemic has heightened it. So let me break that down a little bit, all right? Now, think about a child who possibly lives in an abusive home. At least when they had school, they would leave the home for that period of time, go to school, play with their friends, go back home. During the pandemic, they are locked up at home all the time with these abusers. When they're out in school, if there are signs, physical signs, teachers, guidance counselors, persons are probably able to make a report. That can't happen when they are locked away at home. And so the last 2 years has heightened a lot of underlying problems that our children were already facing.
Ms. Petgrave was speaking during the recently aired episode of PBCJ Presents, while stressing there is no definitive research that states music and violent games impact behavior. It cannot be discounted.
Depending on the client, I will do something called mindfulness, all right? And then I will use music, maybe like a flute playing. And what that music does, it calms you. It brings a sense of calm. So if that music can bring a sense of calm, the music with high volume, high violence, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna this, I'm gonna that, what do you think it is doing on you? So when it affects your emotion, it also affects your behavior.
Ms. Petgrave also gave some cues as to what adults should look out for in children.
Number one, withdrawn. So if you have a child who was talkative and all of a sudden this child just becomes very quiet and don't want to talk, that's a sign. If you have a child who was very active in sports and all of a sudden they don't want to do no form of activities that they used to do. If you have a child that just want to be locked away in their room and they're in the dark and they don't want, these are all signs. These are all signs. And we're not saying in any way to now go psychoanalyze, children or stuff like that, but if the behaviors become abnormal, meaning this is not normal for this child, then we need to do something. Something is wrong.
You can watch the full interview on our YouTube page. PBCJ Presents airs Fridays at 5:30 p.m. on PBC Jamaica.